Sliding scale means that this therapist will give you a discount based on your financial situation. That means if you email them, you like, yo, listen, I'm interested in therapy. Do you accept sliding scale? This is what I'm looking for, blah, blah, blah. This is what I can afford. Y'all can kind of go back and forth. It's kind of like you kind of doing a kind of bargaining a little bit, right? Don't be super cheap, because at the same time, they got to eat. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about how to find a good black therapist. So my name is Kizzle, and I'm the founder of Express Yourself Black Man. And Express Yourself Black Man is really just a space for black people to express themselves healthily with the hopes of creating a community of healing. And so what we're doing is we've created a platform on Instagram with over 35,000 black men and women, and we're just talking about healing. We're talking about mental health. We're talking about mental wellness. We're talking about tools and resources that we can use as a community to heal. We're talking about personal development. We're having fun. We're laughing. We're healing. Sometimes we're crying, right? And we're also talking about personal accountability and relationships and black love, right? We're talking about a lot of different things. So if you're not following on Instagram, definitely go over to Instagram and follow us at Express Yourself Black Man. If you're not subscribed on YouTube, definitely do yourself a favor and subscribe on YouTube. There should be a button popping up somewhere on the video. I have no idea where it's going to pop up because I did not talk to my editor about it yet. So it's going to pop up somewhere, right? Definitely subscribe on YouTube and do yourself that favor, because this is going to be one of many videos where I'm going to drop a lot of different gems talking about therapy, talking about personal development, talking about just life in general, right? Because these are things that are important to me and I think should be important to our community. So with that being said, we're gonna have some fun, we're gonna laugh, we're gonna talk about do's and don'ts with trying to find a black therapist, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. That sound cool? I don't know why I'm expecting somebody to respond, but I am. So I'll just wait and pretend like somebody did. All right, cool. So first thing that you want to do before you even start looking for a therapist is you want to do some self-reflection. You need to do some self-reflection. Why do you need to do self-reflection? Because you need to understand what you're going to therapy for, right? You can't just hop into therapy and not understand what you're going to therapy for. That would be like going to the doctor and not understanding why you're going to the doctor, which we do. So, maybe I'm wrong. You can hop into therapy and not understand what you're going to therapy for. If you're just trying to get a checkup or just trying to do some kind of mental check-in, you can, but it's better for you to understand what you're going in there for, just like it's better for you to understand what you're going to the doctor for when you go to the doctor, right? I hope that makes sense. So for me personally, right, when I was first going to therapy, I started going to therapy after a breakup, and you can consider it a bad breakup because I got cheated on. And my thought process was kind of skewed because I started to think all women were evil, right? I started to think all women are evil. I can't trust women. And I really needed a therapist to help me break down my relationship trauma. And so that's what I went looking for. And I ended up finding a black woman that I'm still in therapy with today. And we have a dope relationship. And I actually look forward to my therapy sessions. And so I'm trying to help you guys cultivate that same kind of environment when you're going into therapy. And so I want you to do that self-reflection beforehand so that you know what you're going in there for, because what ends up happening in therapy is y'all talk about so many different things. If you don't understand what you're going in therapy for, sometimes you can go to therapy for like 5 to 10 different sessions and still not really feel like you're making progress, but it's because you don't have a goal in mind, right? Like you don't have a set thing that you're looking to accomplish. And so it's important to do that self-reflection beforehand. So that's the do. The don't is, if you can, don't just hop straight into therapy without any kind of understanding of what you're going to therapy for, right? And this is not to deter you or stop you from going to therapy. If you feel like you want to go to therapy and you don't know what you're going to therapy for, definitely do that. Definitely do that. Like if you really want to go to therapy, if you have an urge to go to therapy, go to therapy. But I'm just saying it's better if you do know what you're going in there for. Okay, so if you do that self-reflection, you understand what you're going to therapy for. Maybe it could be depression, anxieties, a variety of different things. Now we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of how you find a good therapist, right? Like, I don't want to bore y'all with all this talking, right? Like, let's just get straight into it. So the first thing you need to do is go to expressyourselfblackman.com, not /calendar.com. Boom, enter that in. Then you're gonna see a beautiful picture of a handsome young black man looking great, looking amazing, looking like he's flourishing. All right, let me stop. And what you're gonna do is click on shop. You're not really gonna click on shop. I just wanted to show you how to shop real quick. Please stay on the video because we're gonna talk about therapy. I just want to show you how to shop. So you're gonna go in the shop, you're gonna buy everything that you see in the shop. Now let me stop. But if you do want to go to the shop, you got all this great stuff in the shop, right? But what you're actually gonna do is you're gonna click therapy. And what I've done is I've created this comprehensive resource for you that has everything that you really need to find a good black therapist. So you're welcome. You're very welcome. Share this with your friends, your family members. Use it for yourself. This is what it's for, because I understand that it was difficult for me to find my therapist, so I wanted to give back in some way, you know, and this is how I did it, right? So like I said, therapy has been one of the best investments I've ever made in my life. It is. And like I said, the first step is do some self-reflection, right? Do some self-reflection. Next step is to identify what qualities you want to find or you want in a therapist, right? Once you know what you're trying to address, you can determine what characteristics you like in your therapist. And then the third step, which we're on right now, is researching therapists in your area. What I also did was give you a sample email. That is this right here. You have a sample email. I'm making it like cookie cutter for you. All you gotta do is copy and paste. You can spam this to a bunch of different therapists. Just make sure you change the spots where I say insert your name or insert concerns and insert your name, like literally, or insert name of therapist. Like all the spots that just say insert, like all you need to do is just insert in there, right? And you can literally just copy and paste that into Word and just replace names and all that good stuff. So you're good to go, right? Like you don't even have to think about what you need to write. Like I've worded that out for you perfectly here. And what I also will probably do is update this. So by the time you see it, it'll probably look a little bit different, but it'll still serve the same purpose. So you have your email. Now, okay, what do you need to do? You need to find a therapist. So first thing you need to do is go through some directories, right? And I know you guys are going to say, okay, how do I find a therapist if I don't have insurance? I got you. I literally have you covered, bro. Don't worry about it. These are resources to find therapy with no insurance. Literally in the same list on the same webpage, you have the steps you need to take, you have the email, you have the directories, and you have the directories if you don't have insurance. What more can you ask for? I don't know. I know, actually, I do know what you could ask for. You could ask for me to pay for the sessions, but I'm not doing that. So yes, you have resources to help you find therapy with no insurance. You have resources to help you find therapy if you do have insurance. We're going to pretend like you have insurance in this video. In another video, I will cover if you don't have insurance. Let me know if y'all want me to cover that, because if y'all don't want me to cover that, I'm not covering it. I'm not going to waste my time making that video. So I'm going to take you through Psychology Today, because that's where I find my therapist. Literally, you just click this link. It takes you straight to Psychology Today. What you need to do is right in this white box is type in your zip code. Super simple. My zip code. I'm not going to type in my actual zip code. I want to use a random one because I don't want y'all knowing where I live. First thing you notice is you see a bunch of white therapists, right? Like you're like, damn, therapy is white. But that's not true, right? Because on Psychology Today, I literally found my therapist and she is black. So what you want to do is you want to go to the top, you want to click more, and you want to click Black and African American. Boom! Now you see black therapists and you like, oh my God! Wow! Woo! This therapist looking good. I see some brothers in here. I see some sisters in here. Now you see black therapists, right? And you can just scroll through. Right? So let's say we looking at this woman, because I think I might blur out a lot of these names. So I don't want y'all to think that I'm doing anything weird, right? So anyways, right? Let's say we're looking at this woman. And you like, damn, okay, I don't know if this person is I don't know if this therapist is gonna help me. You read through their bio, bro. Read through the bio. So she said, what if I told you that all you have in this moment is all you need to achieve the healing and relief you are seeking, that you have within that you have within you blueprints of healing, wisdom, survival, joy, possibility, and potential because of who you are and where you've been. Damn! I want to send her an email right now. I don't even know what she's talking about. I don't even know what she's talking about, but I'm like, damn, like, what? What's up? Let's get a session in, right? So you read through their bio, but most importantly, especially on Psychology Today, you want to go look at their specialties, right? So like I said, when you do that self-reflection beforehand, you know what you're going into therapy for, and now it makes it super easy to find a therapist that can match what it is that you're looking for, because on these therapy profiles, they literally have their specialties. It's kind of like a dating profile, right? Like, let's say you on Tinder, right? And you see a shorty, or you see a man or whatever, and you're like, damn, you look all right, cool. Now you click on it. You click on their profile. And then you scroll through, you kind of see what they're interested in and all that kind of stuff. And then you start pairing it with what you're interested in. And then maybe you got a match. Maybe you meeting them up later tonight. Right? Maybe y'all doing something a little frisky. Ain't my business. It's not my business. But maybe y'all do something a little frisky later on. Same thing with therapy, just minus the frisky, because that's not happening. But y'all gonna have a dope session because y'all matched up what you were looking for, basically. If you're looking for anxiety help, boom. This therapist right here got it. Got anxiety help. They got trauma and PTSD help. They got marital and premarital help. So me dealing with my relationship stuff, I could have potentially went to this therapist and got some help because they talk about marital, premarital. So of course they probably know about relationship issues. And then boom, you look at issues, relationship issues is right there. So we good, we moving, right? So now I'm like, all right, cool. You can help me, right? Like, you can help me. So I go scroll down, I go see accepted insurance plans. So that says out of network. So what that means is this therapist does not take your insurance at all. No, any insurances, nothing, none of that, right? So they talk about cost per session. They also talk about sliding scale. Sliding scale is super important, y'all. Sliding scale means that this therapist will give you a discount based on your financial situation. That means if you email them, you like, yo, listen, I'm interested in therapy. Do you accept sliding scale? This is what I'm looking for, blah, blah, blah. This is what I can afford. Y'all can kind of go back and forth. It's kind of like you kind of doing bargaining a little bit, right? Don't be super cheap, because at the same time, they got to eat. But, you know, you guys can kind of figure something out that works for your financial situation. So that's why I was saying, that email is important when you send that email out, because y'all can kind of discuss these things before you get into sessions and all that stuff. So a therapist having a sliding scale is important, right? Like that's dope. That means that they willing to work with you. So yeah, so now what I would literally do is just email me. I type in my name. Oh, I got my personal email on here. Damn, we're gonna have to blur that out for sure. And my phone number. I am wilding. We're gonna have to blur that out for sure. And I just type in my subject, and it's like black male looking for therapy. Boom. Message. I'll just go straight back to therapy resources. Blah, blah, blah. Copy this. Oh, we moving now. Copy, paste. I type in therapist name right here. Type in my name right here. Type in my concerns right here. Ask if they're accepting new clients. If not, do you know of anyone that you think will be a good fit based on the concerns I mentioned? Those concerns are right here. You feel me? So what I'm trying to do right now is use this therapist, like not use, that's a wrong word, but leverage this therapist to find another therapist, because they may know somebody else that can help me, that may not be listed on Psychology Today, that may also be black, that can help me in my situation if they're not accepting clients. So I'm just trying to get y'all to understand like how important that email is, because it kind of helps you to find, like, to get into that therapist network, because they can help you. So yeah, they can help you to find a good therapist. So yeah, so you would type that in, click I'm not a robot, and just send that email. I ain't gonna do all that because I'm not looking for a therapist. I got a dope therapist, right? Not to brag or anything, but my therapist is dope. So I don't need to do all that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There's really nothing to it. And if you really want to get a little frisky, right? Like you want to see what your sessions could potentially be like, you could just call. Like you could call and see who answers. It probably won't be the therapist themselves, but you know, you still get a feel of the environment, right? So you can definitely give a call, leave a message, whatever the case may be, whatever is more comfortable for you. I like to email because I don't really like talking to people like that when I'm doing YouTube, which is weird. And I do Express Yourself Black Man, which is also weird. But at the same time, like, that's just me personally. So let's go back to therapy resources, right? So let's say you go all through Psychology Today and you're like, damn, I can't find a good therapist for nothing, bro. Like, I can't find a good therapist for nothing. I have literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I got more than 10 directories here. I ain't gonna count all of these, right? I got more than 10 directories here for you to keep on searching. So literally, if you were a black man, I would say go to therapy for black men. Like, go on therapy for black men. See what's up. Go to find a therapist. Like, and just find a therapist. You put in the country, right? And you go through. You see where they're from, what they're doing. What you want to do is you actually want to click primary location here and then find your city in here. Like, so I'm in New York, right? So I'll hit New York and then see if there's anybody here that you're interested in, right? See if there's anybody here that you're interested in. If you are a black woman, therapy for black girls is for you because you may be looking for a woman, right? And so you just click find a therapist, top left. Boom. In office or virtual, you enter your address if it's in office. If it's virtual, you just type the state that you're interested in, right? Like, I'm gonna do virtual just for the sake. Click search and boom. Now you're starting to see therapists pop up. This is 46 pages of therapists, bro. Like, y'all can't tell me. Y'all cannot tell me y'all not finding a therapist, bro. Y'all can't tell me. Y'all can't tell me y'all not finding a therapist using these directories, bro. I mean, you could, and I'll be sad for you because, you know, you may not find one, but there are a lot of directories here. Don't lose hope. And even if you can't find a therapist here, we got NAMI, we got OpenPath, we got Cerebral, we got BetterHelp, we got Talkspace, which are all services to help you to find a therapist. That's all on that link. It's expressyourselfblackman.com/therapy. Do yourself a favor and go on that link and find you a therapist, man. Last thing I want to talk about is, I know I played around and was talking about the shop earlier, but the shop is important, right? The reason why the shop is important is because some of you may not find a good therapist, right? And if you don't find a good therapist, I don't want you to feel like you have no route that you can take from here. You do have a route you can take. And that is going to be getting this ebook, right? You can get it with 4 interest-free payments of basically $9 with Klarna. I tried to make it as affordable as possible while still being able to get some kind of profit off of it. And what I've done with this ebook is write 3 chapters: breakups, depression and suicidal ideations, anxiety, attachment styles. I wrote 4 chapters, and in those chapters, I break down how to heal when dealing with breakups, right? If that's that's the first chapter. I break down how to heal when dealing with depression, suicidal ideations, anxiety, and attachment styles. I break down how to heal. I break down my process for dealing with those things. Some of the information came from therapy. Some of the information came from real life. Some of the information came from just conversations, right? Some of the information came from research, right? But I break down what worked for me as a black man, and I give it to you guys in a really consumable, easy to use, easy to implement way, because I also understand that sometimes therapy is 1, not affordable, and 2, not accessible. So while I did make this video to help you find a therapist, I'm not naive. I know some of you guys may not be able to afford it and may not be able to access it just for a variety of reasons. It may be your location, or it could be your financial situation. And I don't want you to go without some kind of healing. So that's the reason why I made this resource, to kind of bridge that gap. And so some of the things you're gonna learn if you decide to get this is the importance of affirmations. I also have 20+ affirmations that have helped me to heal. How to express yourself healthily. My process for healing after a breakup. How to identify depression. My process for healing situational depression and suicidal ideations. The benefits of crying. How to identify anxiety. My process for dealing with anxiety. How to identify your attachment style. How to heal an unhealthy attachment style. How to repair yourself, right? Like, there's so much stuff in that book, right? It's 80+ pages in the book. It took me a long time to write, but I wrote it because I know that there are people that are going to benefit from it, right? So do yourself a favor. Even if you're in therapy, it will help you regardless, because it's me basically giving you the stuff that your therapist is trying to help you to discover yourself, because that's basically what it was for me. And it really took me literally over 4 years and about $3,000 in therapy to learn the information that I put in that book. So I want to save you guys some time. Even if you're in therapy, the book will definitely save you some time and give you some extra tools and techniques on top of your therapy session. So definitely go do yourself a favor and get that. Tell a black man to tell a black man. It is not only for black men, but it is written specifically for black men. What that means is that even if you're a black woman, a white man, a white woman, there is information in there that will help you to deal with whatever it is that I'm talking about in the chapter. But it is written for black men in the sense that I say, black man, here's how you do this. Black man, here's why you should do that. But the information is for everybody. Like I always say, the healing is for everybody. And if you don't want to get the ebook, get yourself some merch. The hat says, black man, it's okay to not be okay. You can literally find that on the site. If you click hats, got the hat right here. If you click tees, I got the tee that I'm wearing right here. You can go into there, get it. We have a bunch of different colors. It goes up to 5XL for the big boys. Nothing wrong with being a little big, you feel me? And we got some hoodies. We got some hoodies and sweats. We got a whole sweatsuit. So if you go in and click on the hoodies, we go up to 3XL. Got a bunch of different colorways. And we got some sweatpants that go with it, man. Like we got a whole suit for you. Like, black man, it's okay to not be okay. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, like, when I wear this in public, people be looking at me. And I be like, what? It's okay to not be okay. Yeah, I said what I said. And I'm talking specifically to black men. Nothing against other demographics, but we know how black men deal with not being okay. We beat ourselves up. And I don't want black men beating themselves up anymore. So that's what the collection is about. So definitely do yourself a favor, go get that as well. On top of the ebook, if you're really about it. Either way though, I appreciate you watching the video. I'm definitely gonna drop more videos. Y'all leave a comment. Y'all let me know what y'all want me to talk about next. What other videos you want to see. And if you enjoyed this video at all. So definitely do yourself a favor and go to expressyourselfblackman.com/therapy. Go find yourself a therapist. Even if you feel fine, there's nothing wrong with definitely doing a mental check-in, and I think you should definitely do that. Like, we do physical check-ins on our body every year. Why aren't you checking in on what's going on up here? Because that controls all of this. That controls all your physical, bro. So definitely go check that. And like I said, subscribe to the page, subscribe to the YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Express Yourself Black Man, and just join the community. Comment on this video, comment on some of the stuff that you see on the IG, and let's just heal, man. Let's just heal and let's grow, man. So that's it. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you later.
Sometimes I know you feel like you ain't got nobody to speak to. A shoulder to lean on somebody you could preach to. No, you need to hear it, my brother, I love you. We got way too much to live for. We got way too much to live for. When we get it all, we want
like
more.
you lost another one.
When we get it, still we want more. I know it's hard, but you just gotta push on through. Only brody always tryna bring you. If you ever feeling down, bro, you're never alone. If you ever feeling down, you can always hit my phone. If you ever feeling down, bro, you're never alone. Okay, hey, I'm your shoulder to lean on. Express yourself, distress yourself. I don't wanna talk about me, tell me how you feeling well. Since you know that you alive.